Hi, this is Steve with NetVision with a video tutorial for our Custom URL Slugs program. I'm going to be taking you on a short walkthrough and show you how to get your site set up with your Custom URL Slugs once it's been installed. So let's go ahead and get started. I want to note that this is using version 2 of our software. So this is going to be all the features found in version 2. One of the first things, or actually the first thing you're going to do, if you haven't had this set up by us, is you're going to come up here to your settings menu, and you're going to go down to Custom URL Settings, and you're going to choose here for categories, products, brands, and pages what extension you'd like to use. So do you want to use .html or drop off the .html and have it as a folder extension? I usually recommend for categories use folder. Excuse me. And then for products, I'll usually use HTML. For brands, you can use HTML, and pages HTML is fine also. It really doesn't matter because the program is built with automatic 301, which is a permanent redirect support. So anything that's listed in the search engine or that's already indexed in the search engines, once you add this, it's going to automatically 301 redirect them and tell the search engine where your new page is. The last option on here is going to be include the category hierarchy and URL. This will add, so if you have categories, subcategory, it's going to add that all to your URL. But it's very important to note that this option is only going to affect your categories. It does not affect products. So if you have a product widget that's in red widget category, it's not going to add red widget category to your URL for your products, only for category pages. So once you've got that set up there, click on save. And before I take you to the big show, I'm going to go ahead and show you on each. And this is true for every product page, every category page, every brand page, and every web page. On the actual admin page for, again, whether it's product, brand, category, whatever, there's a new field here, Custom URL Slug. You can actually type in here, and this is where you can really keyword target some of your products or categories. If you're really working on a campaign to get some certain things up, this is where this program is going to be really effective for you, because again, it's going to allow you to target that particular product and add. Now, we don't want you to keyword stuff, but it will allow you to add particular keywords that you might be targeting into your URL structure. So this would be like keyword rich URL. Since it's a product, we would do, since I've got the site set up as HTML for product, I would add keyword rich HTML and click on save. And so what that's going to do, let's just jump right on over to the home page here, and I think it was this. Yes, it was this one here. So you can see now up in my URL, we've set a custom URL as it's going to be whatever you put it to be. So that's a really super nice feature of this software. This is why we created it, to help you really improve your rankings and really be able to hone in on specific products and or categories. So coming back here, now we've also, you don't have to manually do that every time. You can just do that for things you're really trying to target. But we have added this populate field, and what this is going to do, it's going to use our standard convention on everything, which is it will transform everything to lowercase, and it'll hyphenate all the words and add or not add the extension depending on how you set it up in the settings. But that populate feature will be on every product, category, brand, and web page if you want to have that ability to do it there. So it just makes it a lot easier. So now I'm going to come over and I'll just show you real quick. It's always going to be right in the same spot where this field is. Custom URL Slugs, always the same spot, right up there at the top. I didn't save that, by the way. Brands, again, you're editing brands, custom URL slugs right there. And let's also look at website content, view web pages, edit, and again, custom URL slug, populate. So you can populate them on a one-by-one basis if you want to. The big show for this program is, or for the new update, version 2, is going to be this down here. This is where you're going to actually manage all your URLs from one page, one central control panel. We're going to start right here at the top, and I'm going to show you, it says here there are 26 products, 11 categories, 9 brands, 2 pages without a custom URL. So it's going to give you a quick snapshot of where you're missing custom URLs. In this section right here, we've had the biggest confusion on this section here. I'm not sure why, but people do get confused with it. So these are going to be your 2 areas that you're going to work with. Not these particular, but the top row and the bottom row. So right now, I'm choosing to work with products, and I'm choosing to look at all products with no custom URL. Normally, when you first come in here, this is going to say per page 20, and this is going to allow people with bigger stores to view up to 100 per page. But I'm going to look at this with products with no URL. Now, I can decide to come in here and go, okay, I just want to see everything that's got a URL, and you can see that's still there, and be able to make adjustments to it. Again, this has 301 redirect support, so even if you change this later, it's going to redirect to that page coming from the search engines. So your options again, to view products or wherever you're at with no custom URL, with custom URL, or to view all. And this is going to show the whole gamut, everything there. Again, we're working with products. Now, if I want to look at categories, I can just submit to look at categories with, and by selecting all, with custom URL, or no custom URL, and with custom URL. And once again, we can do the same thing and view it, view it how we want to view it. But this just, again, the top row is telling you what you're working with. The bottom row is telling what you're going to view. So I just want to make that clear. Again, we've had a lot of confusion with that, so I just want to make that really clear for you. Now to go back and look at the options here, I'll go ahead and select all, since I know I have one that was made already. Down here, this is where you're going to actually have everything happen. Save entered URLs. This means that you're going to be typing in you're going to be typing in your own URLs however you want them, and when I click submit, it's going to save exactly what I typed in. You don't have to check boxes or anything else. It's going to automatically save whatever you typed in these fields. If the second option here is generate custom URLs for selected products, so whatever I select, it's going to generate HTMLs using the built-in convention for creating URLs. This third option, what this is going to do is this going to create URLs for products having null URLs. This is the one we recommend using right off the bat. It's only, in this case here, it would only generate URLs everywhere you see a blank spot. It's only going to generate those. It's not going to overwrite any work you've already done. We don't want to, if you've already done work, we don't want to get in the way of that. So this would be the option you'd use. This fourth option here, and I recommend mostly staying away from it, but we wanted to give as much flexibility as possible to this program, so we did add it. Generate custom URLs for all products. This will overwrite everything. It'll overwrite what we did here custom. It will overwrite that. Now these here that we generated, it'll overwrite these, but it's going to overwrite them with the exact same thing, so it's really not being overwritten. Anything that we did manually, like we're really targeting, it would overwrite those with the standard convention. So you don't, or convention. So you don't want to use that when you're putting a lot of work into these. So I'm going to go ahead and run my batches here. We'll go ahead and leave these in here, not a big deal. And I'm going to do all my products, categories, brands, and pages, and see if I can do it in, say, 15 seconds or less. So if you got a stopwatch, I don't. I just think it's going to take about that long, but you can go ahead and time it and start it when I hit the submit button. Here we go. And there's our products done. We're going to submit. Come down here. Categories are generated. Brands, generate, submit. Brands are done. Pages, view, and stop that watch. However many seconds you got there, that's how fast it took us to do it. Now, of course, this is a demo site where you're just using the demo products that came with Interspire. So if you have a ton of products, categories, it'll take you a little bit longer, but you can see it's still just that quick. Everything is done now. In fact, you can even see where we're using the category hierarchy in the URLs for the product or for the categories. That about wraps up that part of the demo there. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us on our support desk, our support system at NetVisionWebSupport.com. Also, if you have not registered your software, it's pretty important to register it so you can get notification of new releases, maintenance updates, things like that. You can register your software at our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Custom URL Slugs. And while you're there, if you haven't liked us already, it'd be great if you could like the page, and we'd love for you to leave feedback also on our Facebook page. Let us know how you're using the program, how it's doing for you, what kind of increase you've seen on your rankings throughout the search engine results. Pretty much anything. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear any feedback, things you'd like to see added to the program in the future. This program is fully built by feedback we get from clients. So we don't just dream these things up. We dreamed up the initial concept a couple of years ago and did it and started adding features as was being requested by clients. So that concludes the tutorial today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And again, if you have any questions, concerns, comments, you can contact us anytime on our help desk at NetVisionWebSupport.com. Thanks and have a great day.